Well, good morning, chaps, and what a wonderful day it is today. I mean, it's a bit overcast and cloudy, but who bloody cares? Because we're selling some bloody cars this week. To start off with, the weekend went bonkers with inquiries, so that's not even up for sale yet. And someone said, "You don't by any chance have a black Qashqai in, do you?" So I'm afraid I do. You better come down and have a look at it. So that one's all getting ready. That's the one I picked up from a subscriber the other day on Friday. I haven't really shown you around this car yet, but it's an absolute cracker. Not much to do to it. Got some squeaky brakes and all that sort of stuff. Just needs to go through the garage and get checked over. All that sort of stuff, you know, bits and bobs, odds and sods. While they're looking at that, I thought I'd pull out the old Carrot here, because, you know, SUVs, similar sort of cars, a bit more expensive, but thought I might be sort of tickle their fancy with that one as well. And I did also mention that bloody Cougar. That'll still be around, guarantee you. But I do have a plan for that. I do have a plan. I have a very, very good plan. Hopefully I'll show you that this week. Don't know, but it's going to be an absolute manic week this week. Crazy. That's Michelle. She's coming back with the BMW. Haven't really shown you that one yet, really, but that's the one we had in Part X, 155,000 miles. It had a shunt on the boot, so we've got that sorted out. And she's back, and we'll be getting that up for sale and getting that bloody sold, hopefully. Anyway, this week I'm not going to rabbit on about cleaning, because we did all that last week. So I thought I'll try and show you a bit more of the prep side of things that doesn't involve cleaning. Mind you, prep is bloody cleaning, isn't it? Well, we'll see. But I'm not going to bore you with cleaning this week. Right. I think these chaps are coming at about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. It's about 12:30 at the moment. So I'm going to get my skates on. Photographed that at the weekend, took it down to the beach, so I'll show you some images of that at some point, just some tester images really. Right, I'll catch you later. Bye. Well, good evening, chaps. It's Monday evening, and well, today the preparation saga continues. I think throughout the whole day, I think we took 4 cars in and out of garages, getting MOT'd and serviced, and just getting them right for the, you know, all the mechanicals all sorted out, so we know they're mechanically ready to go. So as far as prepping cars, for me, that's one of the first things I like to get done, really. Make sure they're all mechanically sound, so I can stop shitting myself thinking that something's going to blow up or fail or go wrong or something like that. So I think now all the cars have now been through mechanical checks, MOTs, services where they need them, and they're all back. Hang on a sec. I'm just going to light this little mother. Go on. I know it's tricky, isn't it? So a lovely evening. Come back, have a glass of wine. What am I on this evening? I'm on the white, and I've got a cold bottle of Cloudy Bay, one of my favourites. And yes, so they're all now mechanically sound as a pound, which is brilliant, because we can just get on, clean them, photograph them, and get the buggers up for sale. So the test drive today on the Nissan Qashqai went fantastically well, and I think that's going to be a bit of a goer. The blue Peugeot out the door. Someone came along, sold, drove away straight away. That was all serviced and MOT'd and what have you. Got to look at that. Cracker. So really, it's now, I didn't want to go into the whole cleaning thing, and I'm not going to show you the whole cleaning thing, but now we need to get them clean and photographed. Down to the local car wash place. There's a load of fantastic chaps down there that clean cars, and I think, yeah, absolutely, I'm not going to be cleaning. I've got better things to be doing, to be honest. Not that I'm, shy of cleaning a car, but I'm just not particularly very good at it. So we're going to be doing that all this week, in and out, down, getting them all cleaned, photographed, and up for sale. That's the plan. That's the plan. What else is going on? What else is going on? What else is going on? So the Jeep. I took the Jeep down to the beach and at Blackpool Sands. I don't know if any of you know Blackpool Sands, but went down to Blackpool Sands and snuck the Jeep onto the beach and took a few shots yesterday. I took the kids out for lunch and we went to Start Point. Had a lovely walk around Start Point. I said, right, kids, on the way back we're going to go to Blackpool Sands and we're going to whack the Jeep on the beach. It was not really allowed, but no one was looking, so we put it on the beach, took some tester shots. I thought, right, this would be a fantastic place to photograph the Jeep when the sun's shining, the lovely blue sky, it's sand, sea, absolutely fantastic, perfect little setting for it. So I'm now going to find out who I need to call to get some permission to do a proper shoot there. And when the weather's nice, we're going to get the Jeep down there and take some pictures. And then we're probably going to take it up onto Dartmoor and take some shots in a woodland area, some more, rugged, off-roady sort of settings. So that's the plan with the Jeep. Just waiting for this sun to shine. It won't be long. Always shining down in Devon. Anyway, chaps, well, Michelle's on her way over. She's cooking me a lovely supper this evening. Perfect. So I've lit the fire, getting the house all cosy, settling in with a nice glass of wine, and, life's good. Life's good. Busy, but good. Laters. Well, before I completely sign off for the evening and get tucked into that wine a little bit too much, I thought I would, I just had a knock on the door and it was an Amazon delivery. And it's one of these little fellas. Now, I'm not quite sure if I mentioned last week, but the Golf that we've got up for sale, literally got up for sale, has had an inquiry and a chap wants to come and view it. Now, there's still one problem with the Golf, and the Golf has got, on the blower, it goes from 0, and on the fan it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4's max. So I think there's nothing on, obviously 0. 1, I think, doesn't work. Neither does 2, neither does 3. But you whack it on 4, you get the full shabam. Now, with a bit of research, I thought, well, God, it could be anything. But with the research, apparently, it's one of these that's required. It's a resistor. So I've gone and bought a heater blower motor fan resistor. I mean, a resistor. Can't resist it, a resistor. So that little puppy, apparently, if I fit that in, I've got to try and locate the current resistor and put that in. Apparently, I think it's underneath where the glove compartment is. There's a little thing, unscrew, up and there's a little window, and then out she pops, and this one, up the jack, see this one goes straight in. So, and then all being well, that's absolutely fine. I mean, bizarre looking thing. Never ever seen one of them. I haven't even a clue what a resistor does. Hey ho, it's called a resistor, and it looks like that. Bizarre looking thing, but apparently that will make the blur work. Yeah. What else have I got to fix? I've also got to fix that bloody tailgate on the Discovery. Now, I know some of you in the comments said, oh, Sam, you just need to reset it, lift it up to the top, hold the button, it'll bleep, and it'll reset the height and everything like that. I've done that, and it ain't working. The struts, everything seems to be going up and down, so I think the struts are all working fine. So I think there's a wiring issue, or I'm just hoping, and I cannot see that this is going to work, by taking the inside, like, I think the term card of the boot, basically the lining of the boot where all the electronics and everything is, take the wire out, and a little squirt of something, I don't know, WD-40, wine or whatever, and then put it back in, and then it'll all work. Well, I've got to try that first because, I don't know, it sounds like it's maybe a bit of a wiring or something fault, because the struts are absolutely working fine. But I think tomorrow I'm going to tackle that, and I'm also going to tackle the Discovery. Now, I know what's going to happen. Shit's going to hit the fan. I'm going to be running around like a headless chicken. Michelle is too, and I'll never get round to either of those. But I've got to give it a go. Got to give it a go. And meanwhile, car's going to get cleaned. But we're not mentioning cleaning. We're not mentioning cleaning this week. Not going to even mention it. We're going to do some photography wizardry, and we're going to enjoy this week. We're going to enjoy it. We're not going to be stressed. So that's the plan. And we're going to sell some bloody cars. Anyway, Michelle should be here. She keeps delaying it by another 15 minutes. Not quite sure what she's doing. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Fixing stuff. Fixing shit. Anyway, laters. Well, morning all. It's Tuesday morning, and I tell you what, the local hand car washing centre doesn't know what hit them today, because we've just barreled a load of cars down there. I think we now have 4 down there. Michelle and I have been running them back and forth, and I said, take another one, boss? And he goes, yes, boss. So come back, get him another one. So we've got about 4 there now. Oh, sorry, I've got marmalade all over my chops. 4 cars there, and so now we're just going to take one, pick one, take one, pick one. This one's just come back, the grey silver one. I haven't actually had a look inside it, to be honest. It's looking very nice on the outside. Oh. Very nice. Well, that's a darn sight better than I would do. Yep, that's what we should have done ages ago. But right, I've got Golf. This Golf is going red hot on the inquiries at the moment. People just cannot stop calling up and asking about this car. So I've got to get the resistor sorted out. So I'm going to do that now, see if I can figure out a way of... Let's see if I can work it out first and get that sorted. Right, then pull it out, get it ready for viewings, and that's ready to go. Right, laters. Well, things are going fantastically well for me so far. I've managed to locate the cover of where the resistor goes. Well, that's a triumph in itself. Right underneath the that sort of under here sort of thing. There you go, you can see the motor and everything. Look at that, I've even got these fancy torches, look. And there's the resistor. I'm going to unplug that. Oh. Ow. 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 Oh. For sake. Oh. Oh, there we go. There, it comes out as easy as that. There we go. That comes out, and then this is the chap we want to replace. How the hell that comes? I think that's like slides on. Just oh, look at that cracker! I'm fixing shit. Oh, look at it. Well, you can see it's all manky. Now, does it look the same as this one? Fucking identical. Right, so this is literally a live repair. I didn't think I'd be doing a live repair, but right, it's going straight back in. Plug it. Oh, Michelle, I'm just doing something incredibly important. Oh!
Comfy?
Hang on. What would you like? Oh!
Like a cup of tea?
Oh! It's the Pope bloody Catholic. Oh! Oh, Michelle, can you just go around the other side?
Okay.
You just turn the ignition on.
I'm not going to electrocute you, am I?
Do you hear that? Look at that. 4, 3, 2, 1. I thank you.
Oh, you're a genius.
I thank you.
You're clever.
Do you know what is extremely difficult to do?
What is?
Replacing the resistor. I had to take the whole motor apart and everything.
Really?
Yeah. It's exhausting. My hands have ripped to shreds.
You've been here like 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, but I had prepped it beforehand.
What's this?
That's the old resistor.
Yeah.
So I had to resolder all that. Well,
You just take that plug out and put a new plug in?
I wish it was that simple. I wish things were that simple. I really do. Cars are never that simple.
You're an angel, aren't you?
Well, it's nice to see you appreciate what I do, that's all.
So much.
Right, well that's
Tea and a sticky bun?
a sticky bun and a ginger finger would be lovely.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right, yes please. Sticky bun, ginger finger and a cup of tea.
Yeah, anything else you want to add to that little piece?
No?
Chocolate finger?
You silly sausage. Right, shall I stop recording now? Well, that baby is fixed. That's all it was, just a resistor. Well, I've got a couple other little bits and bobs to do to this. Like, there's some trim that needs clipping down, but I've sourced some clips for that as well. I'm in a sort of a Sam will fix it mood. Get shit done and get shit fixed. Right, clips and a cup of tea and ginger finger and a sticky bun might be ready by now. Ladies. Right, next thing to fix is this trim down there. You see it's all come away, and there's these specialist clips that go in there that hold the trim down. Well, they're very specialist as far as I'm concerned, because I couldn't find them bloody anywhere. But I think I found them now. Oh shit. Oh, clip down. Oh, so one of those little bad boys. I haven't a clue what it's like, a vaginal clip or something like that. Because I don't know. It'll have some funny name. So that goes in the hole. Like that. Hang on, I'll show you one. So there's one in. Ow! Ow! My soft fingers. There's another one. And then basically what happens is those clips on there slot in there and you go bang, bang, bang and it all fits and it's perfect. Now there's probably a few of you laughing your heads off here because you can see I've done it all horribly wrong. They don't go in those holes at all. They slide into the clips. So, look. So I've been putting these, the vaginal clips, in here, thinking that there's a bit there that then goes down into that hole and clips in. But no, that clip is supposed to slide in there like so, and then you hammer it in. It's bloody good putting it in like that first. I mean, ridiculous. Right, so now I need a pair of pliers to get those out. So not feeling so smug now, but we'll get to the bottom of it. Bit embarrassing, so sorry about that, chaps. Laters. The Cougar that was sold, that's not sold, but now is going to be sold again.
Well, she's not replying, so.
Is she the flaky one? She's the flaky one, isn't she?
Yeah, that's it. I've learned my lesson. Never again.
Yeah. The Michelle, those clips are coming on fantastically well.
Clips.
The clips for the trim in the Golf.
Clips for the trim.
Yeah. You know the trim and the Golf's all come away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've just completely re-engineered it all and sorted it all out.
Oh,
That was really easy.
you're just amazing, man.
Thank you. I'm going to move on to the Skoda next.
A medal or something.
Oh, if only it can be recognised by someone. The right. So I'm just going to move on to the Skoda. A jammy, yes, please. Right, better go and fix those clips before I'm found out. But I've got my pliers, rusty pliers, and moving on to the Skoda next. Right, I'll sort this out. Right, that's the Golf all trimmed in, and part 2 of fixing shit is this, everyone, is an actuator, and this actuator is the little bit that allows the fuel cap to go tick 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 when you push it. And what's happened with the old one is it's all snapped. So I've got a brand new actuator, and I'm going to fit that. Piece of cake. I mean, really simple. Just pull that out, rewire it all, and I'll put it back together, and that'll be absolutely fine. But it all looks the same. Part looks the same. What on earth could go wrong? Anyway, see how it goes. Laters. Right, moment of truth. That's been replaced. Ta-da! And does it lock? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Bingo. Right, afternoon, evening, Tuesday evening, same day. Now, we've had 5 cars in the car valeters today. 5 of them, because and that is way more than I'd normally get done. But also, not only have 5 cars been cleaned, I've managed to fix stuff, and that is massively satisfying. So I'm now, my back legs are going, I'm all happy and excited. 5 cars are clean and I fixed stuff. Now, if I had been cleaning the cars, I'd be tearing my bloody beard out by now and wishing I'd never even started. But there's the Beamer. I haven't really shown you that Beamer, but a lovely Beamer. X3, 4-wheel X-Drive, 20D. There you go. X-Drive 20D, and what happened was the boot was all smashed in at the back, but our fantastic chap Christian, I mean, he's a bloody wizard at bodywork. You wouldn't even know the difference. How he does it, I have not a clue, but he is an utter wizard. Anyway, so that's all been sorted out, and that retails for about just over £4,000, and we're gonna do a bit of a deal on it for someone. So it's got a little scuff here, a little bit of scuffage. What else? To be honest, absolutely nothing else. A couple of little light scratches here and there, but what do you expect for the age of the car? But nothing that won't polish out. 61 plate. So, I wonder if I can show you inside. Yes, I can show you inside. Relatively tidy, but if anyone fancies this, make us an offer. Make us an offer, could be yours, because I quite like to get rid of that fairly quickly. What else? Silver disco, finished and cleaned. Grey disco, finished and cleaned. And we've got the blue Qashqai and the Citroen C3 currently being done as we speak. And they'll be ready in the morning. We'll take another one over there. Yeah, cracking day. Oh, and something else happened today, which you must see. And I got a knock on the door saying, Sam, we got a delivery. And I went, don't recall ordering anything today. And I opened up the box and look what someone's done again. Some beer. You bloody legends. Now I know who this is from. This is from Mike and Shirley. And Mike emailed me to say, listen, Sam, I'm going to send you some beer from Norfolk. And I went, cripes alive, I love beer from Norfolk, Woodford's especially. And he sent me a selection of beer. So what I'm going to do now, I've had a couple of subscribers send me some beer, and it's absolutely bloody fantastic. So if anyone else wants to send me some beer, send it, and when I make my next rolling stock, I'll send you the bottles back, full of rolling stock. How about that? So I'm going to tuck into one of those tonight. Brilliant. Knock on the door. Here you go, Sam. There's some beer from a subscriber. Fantastic. But I will repay with my own brew, which I must do very shortly. So, Mike, Shirley, you're an absolute legend. You really are. And I'm going to write to you personally. But on that note, it's getting a bit dark outside, so I'm going to shuffle the cars around. It's been a fantastic day. Lovely day. I've got a couple of contraptions I've got to work out, which I might start filming with. Ever seen these? Don't know, all getting very high tech here. So sort the cars out, put them to bed, put the chickens in the top. I call them chickens now. We get them out on the top forecourt and then put them to bed at the end of the day. So I've got to put the chickens away on the top forecourt, and sort the chaps out on the bottom forecourt, and then might head for a pint. Oh, well, I've got beer here to have, so might have one of those instead. Right, latest chaps. Well, afternoon, chaps. It's Wednesday, slightly later on in the day for filming, but just rounding up all the chaps coming back from the valeters. So I think we've now only got one more left there. Discovery's still yet to photograph, but these are all clean, except for a little bit of a grubby Volvo down there, but I've got to drive that around in the next couple of days. So I'll just leave it as it is for now. So we got a viewing on the Discovery. So last night I got the grey Discovery, the one with the tailgate issue. Got that back from the valeters, got it photographed, and Michelle's just doing a few little finishing touches on it because we've got a viewing on it this morning. No, in about 20 minutes time. So everything on that car is perfect apart from the struts. They're all ordered, actually, because I've figured out there is a lazy strut and it is a missy strut. So that's going to get fixed, but I'll tell him that and he'll be fine because I'll just tell him. And then so that's being test driven. It's amazing. I sort of put all the new photos up on that last night, and then bugger me this morning, the email pings through and says I want to come and test drive it. So right you are, you better come. So he's coming. So that's the plan. So we'll let you know how that goes. But other than that, we're pretty much there. We're almost there. I've just got I think I've got 2 more cars to photograph. And then we're there. Then they're all up for sale. Well, not quite all up for sale, but bloody close to being up for sale. which is fantastic news. Right, I better get my skates on because I've got a few bits and bobs to do before this chap arrives. So I'll catch you a bit later on. Bye. Right, I want to talk to you about this chap here. Now this is obviously a little Polo, but I'm quite attached to this because I actually really like the colour and I think they're fantastic cars. I think they'd be brilliant for a first time driver. But we've got a slight problem. Failed the MOT on all of these things. So brakes, service brakes, supplementary restraining system, prop shaft, joint costs and velocity boot. What the hell are these? I don't know. Track rod ends, there's a trailing arm in there. All these nonsense terms for things that are just like a subframe, weakened. Anyway, lots of bits and bobs that, poor little thing, you know, she needs a bit of love and attention. So anyway, I got a quote for about 600 quid to get all of that rectified. I think we paid £1,000 for it. 09, 61,000 miles. Auto Trader has it retailing around £3,000, which is extraordinary. I didn't think it'd be that high, but I don't think we'll be able to get that. But anyway, it's got a big list for the MOT. Plus, it's got a buggered gearbox, so it needs a new gearbox. So I only found that out recently. Hey ho, just one of those things. You often get bitten in the arse by some cars, and this car has just nibbled my arse slightly. So I was in the tally-ho the other night, and I was saying, look, I need a chap to come over and diagnose this properly, take it away, fix it, bring it back for not much money. Sure enough, a chap arrived today, took it for a drive, diagnosed it, gave me a quote to sort out all of those and put a gearbox in it for 900 quid. 900 quid. That and a gearbox fitted, 900 quid, which I think is pretty bloody good. Anyway, it's a new chap that we've just recently met. Again, contact through the pub. Fantastic. And so if that relationship works out, he basically comes over here, says, all right, Sam, what do you need doing today? I'll go, that needs a service, that needs new brakes and pads. He comes over his truck, he even tows them away, doesn't even drive them, and brings them back the same day. He said, I'll have all that done by tomorrow. Cripes alive. Well, it's Wednesday today, so we'll see. And we'll put that back through the MOT and then get it up for bloody sale, because it's a cracking little car. Anyway, waffled on a bit there, but it just goes to show when you go for those evening pints that, you know, a lot of good can come out of those. A lot of good. And it can save you money. It can save you money by going to the pub, meeting the right people. It's a brilliant place to do business. Right. Right, this test drive's about to rock up. So I'll catch you later. Bye. Well, good evening, chaps. It's Wednesday night, and I'd normally be doing a bit of a cook-off, but the cook-off's going to happen tomorrow. But this evening I'm just doing some bacon sandwiches because Monty has just come back from a Valentine's disco. I gave him some fantastic hints, and I'm not quite sure whether he pulled them off yet, but I'm yet to ask him. I'll ask him a couple of things now, actually. So, Monty, how did the Valentine's disco go? Did it go well? Did you dance with any girls? No. Did you talk to any girls? Yes. Did you get a number or anything like that from any girls? No. Anything else? No. Okay. You got covered in perfume? Who by? A girl? What, she sprayed you with perfume? Was it? Rankaroo. Oh, you smell of a girl. You smell of perfume. So I think you're now lying. So if you smell of perfume, you're trying to cover yourself up. So if you smell of perfume, it means you've been a little bit too close to someone, maybe. dancing. So she got her perfume out of her bag and sprayed you. That's the most feeble excuse I've ever heard. You come back smelling of perfume, saying that someone just sprayed you with perfume. But that's Monty. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. Well, so Monty's coming back. Ow, fuck me, bastards. Cunt of a thing. Anyway, so Monty's come back stinking of perfume. He says he hasn't really spoken to girls. Make him a monumental car dealer bacon sandwich, which I'm going to have as well. Maybe a bit of fuck up here, isn't it? Cripes alive. Come on. Bacon sandwich at, what is it, 9 o'clock at night? Anyway, so he's had a fantastic night, clearly. And I've had a wonderful night because we've been doing deals, exchanging emails with customers wanting to buy cars. The Kodiaq is sold. The Kodiaq is sold, and we've worked out a wonderful part exchange price for her car, which is a Renault Capture. Sorry about all this bloody fucking bug up. Hang on. Extractor on. And so the Capture is coming in, the Kodiaq is going out. So this Capture is about 41,000 miles. It's 2018, cracking car, 1.5 diesel, much better than the PureTex 1.2s. So that's coming in, going out. That's a good deal. The Land Rover Discovery Sport, the grey one with the dodgy tail lift. I finally got to the bottom of that. Lazy, I think I mentioned earlier on, a lazy strut. So I've got a couple on order, and I've given him till midday tomorrow to give me a decision, and I give him a great price. And if he gets that, if he makes a decision by tomorrow midday, he gets that great price. So we'll see. I think he'll take it. So that will be the Peugeot, the Discovery Sport, and the Kodiaq gone this week so far. We're only on Wednesday, which is good news. Lots of inquiries on the Golf. Gosh, what a wonderful world this car dealing business is. Isn't it fantastic? It just keeps you on your toes. You just never know what's going to happen the following day. It's extraordinary, and I love it. So anyway, I'm tucking into another one of the Nog Dark Ale, this one, this evening, whilst doing the car dealer bacon sandwich. Now, what's this? Flip them little mothers. Oh, God. Who cares? Hey, who cares? Who cares? What a cracking bacon sandwich that's going to be. Fucking bug up. So, right, we'll catch you in the morning. I'm going to grill this chap a little bit further. And let's sell some more cars this week. But anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Latest. Well, morning all. Thursday morning. And another grey day. But still, it's dry. But hey ho. So I was doing the school run in the Jeep this morning, and I found a chink in its armour. And I'll show you. Have a look at those tyre pressures. So the top left, so the front left at 32, that was, when we got the car, that was down to 1 psi. So I put it back up to 35, and that was about a week ago, and it's dropped to 32. Okay, it goes to 33, 34 as and when the tyres get warms up after you've been driving for a bit. But the back left on 8, now yesterday that was at 35, and this morning it was at 7, so now it's at 8. I haven't got a puncture, nothing in the tyre. I reckon I've got a dodgy valve going on. I reckon there's a dodgy valve on the front left, and I think there's something really dodgy now going on the back left for it to suddenly drop to 8 psi overnight. So I'm going to take this in, and there's been something going on with the tyre pressures since we got the car. I've just been monitoring it, but as I say, I don't think I've got a thorn or nailer in it. We'll probably have, no my luck. But there you go. Right, well, this morning we've got a lovely chap called Alan coming down, and Alan is starting a new car business, and he said, hey Sam, I'd love to come down and have a chat about, I've got loads of questions about starting a car business. And I said, Alan, come on down. So anyway, we've put a morning aside for Alan, and he's going to be here very shortly, hopefully. And we're going to go through all his questions and sit down and see if we can help in any way. Starting a car business, because we sort of went from 0 to 100 miles an hour in a very short period of time. Failed a lot of things very quickly, which is a good thing to do. Figured out what works, trying to figure out what works, and figuring out what doesn't work. We're certainly doing that. So I look forward to seeing Alan, or meeting Alan very shortly. But we've got pastries, we've got, hello Poncho, we've got pastries and all sorts of stuff. I think Michelle's going to do bacon sandwiches. What's she got in here? Look at that, lovely. Coffee, get the coffee machine primed, and we're going to have a morning just chit chat. So looking forward to that. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye. Well, good afternoon. That was a fantastic little session. Alan's such a nice chap. Came down and wanting some advice on what to look out for and how we're finding it, and is it the right sort of industry for him to get into, and advice on what to get on insurance and what sort of cars to look for. We had a session on the computer and went through all the data and sourcing cars and margins and what sort of margins to go for certain cars. Anyway, I think he found it thoroughly useful, and such a nice chap. We stuck around for about 4 hours. So anyone else who wants to come down and spend some time, then do give us a shout, and go through anything you like, really. So anyway, that was great. That's lasted most of the day, and almost got a school run to do now. But we have a test drive on the old Golfo, and just going to get fired up because battery is a bit low. I think we're going to have to swap out a battery on this one because I'm having to jump start it too many times now. And got some odour eliminator. So Michelle's been farting in there. You know, got to mask these things, you know, every now and then. Oh, just try. I don't know. Pardon me. Back door. Yeah, there is a couple of little things still to be done on this car, and that is, well, the other day, this bloody window stopped working. So I need to have another fixing shit day, so that will get included in that. But as long as I tell the customer before she figures it out for herself, I point out all the negatives so she's well prepared. So the negatives on this are window. I just need to whip it back to the body chap to sort of get that line back up. I only noticed that recently, actually. Fan's done because I fixed that. Battery needs testing or a good charge. That's about it. That is about it. But I'll let her know all that sort of stuff. So yeah, she's coming at about 4 o'clock. So school run back here. I think Michelle's going to do it. Make it all smell nice, and get this bugger sold. Ladies. Right, that is the last car to be cleaned. That's the upper forecourt. Last car to be cleaned. All the cars are now on the website. Apart from that, I've just photographed that, so I'm about to load that up. Oh, what a relief. I can sort of feel the weight off the shoulders now. I mean, if you have a look on the website, they're not photographed brilliantly. They're not ideal. They're not exactly how I'd like to photograph them. It's a bit grey. I haven't really got time to AI all of them. But when the sun comes out, I will pick out the higher margin ones, get them looking great. Maybe the first couple of hero shots looking great, because I think their first impressions really count. Unfortunately, I just haven't had the opportunity, or the place, or the sun being right, get a nice shine on the car, all that sort of stuff, make it look great as the first hero shot, which really does count. So they're all up. I'll get them all up for sale. They are pretty much all up for sale. And now we can tinker with some other bits and bobs around the business. Do some marketing, get Facebook going, get adverts on Facebook as well as Auto Trader, and test all that stuff out. Because between you and me, we might start degrading or reducing our Auto Trader package and get some social media underway and really get that cracking and firing all cylinders. So I want to give that about 4 months, maybe less. 4-month trial, 2-month trial, see how it goes. But it's going to take a bit of time to get it all up and running. I'm going to get a TikTok account for probably what's on court, just some little bits and bobs, day-to-day stuff. Let me know if you think that would be interesting and you'd like to follow that. Maybe some Instagram as well. So lots to do on the social side for the business, for the channel and all that sort of stuff, make it a bit more interesting and fun. We're going to do some walkthrough videos of the cars and do them in my style. That's what I had planned for the Cougar. I don't think I'll have time to do it this week. But I want to do a good old walkthrough on each of the cars, how I'd like to do them. And, it ain't going to be a normal, boring, straightforward walk around of the car, put it that way. So it's Thursday evening. I've got the Thai curry to cook tonight. So I'm going to go and get all the bits and bobs, and I'll probably see you chaps in the kitchen. Laters. Cracker! Good evening, chaps. Now, time for the Thai curry. Would you just look at this? Right, we've got chicken. Over here, we've got the paste. So we've got some ginger and garlic paste. I've got some. This is my preferred red. We're doing a red curry this evening. My preferred red curry paste. But I've got backup because I have a feeling we're going to have to tuck into that old chap as well. We've got some fish sauce, coconut milk, rice, potatoes, onions. That looks like quite a lot of chicken, but don't worry, it's not. I'm doing this for about 8 people. And I know it's only Michelle and I this evening, but I'm going to take all this up to Mum this weekend. I'm heading up to Peterborough. And I'm going to, furnish Mum and my sister with the rest, left over this, because Thai curry is gorgeous the following day. Anyway, we've got fresh basil, fresh coriander, chili. That's probably just for the end, just for, cosmetic, nice. And if you want extra heat, have that. Some ginger, as I said, the potatoes, and some pak choy. This is a cracking thing to add to a curry. Right at the end. Doesn't take much cooking. It's nice and crunchy. So Michelle's coming over this evening, and it's not quite Valentine's night. We're Thursday, aren't we? So we're the day before Valentine's. But as I said, I'm going to go up and head up to my mum's. First Valentine that she's going to be by herself. But, so I'm going to cook an absolute cracker for Michelle. And look what else I've done. Take note, chaps. Take note. I know this is coming out after Valentine's Day, but next year. But anyway, that's all set for her. Supper's ready, and we're going to start cooking. Oh, I must just add something. I arrived back home this evening, and I found these chaps on my doorstep. Look at those. Now, I live on the Duke of Somerset's estate here, so often the gamekeeper just chucks a couple of pheasant on my doorstep. How fantastic is that? Get home from work, a couple of pheasant, all wrapped up, plucked, gutted, ready for the oven. Brilliant. That's living in the countryside for you. That's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Mr. Gamekeeper. Gordon, his name is. Lovely chap. Lovely chap. Right, let's crack on. Right, big pan, big frying pan. I use the old Crucio thing. Olive oil. Right, first up, oil in the pan, and we're going to go for onion. There's a pubic hair in there. Oh well, all adds to the flavour. Right, onions. Wowzers, McTrousers. Garlic. Give these chaps a stir. Well, it's probably a little bit hot actually, so I'm just going to turn that little mother down. There we go. Take it up slightly, and one tablespoon of this gear. Right, we're just going to let that dwell in there, as I say in the trade. There's about one onion, one medium-sized onion, and about a thumb. You imagine your thumb is swollen, you've whacked it with a hammer or something. That's about the amount of ginger you want to put in. So just finely cut it, grate it, or whatever. So an onion, thumb of ginger, and the garlic and ginger paste in there. And then, as I say, we'll let it dwell. And then we're going to add the paste. Right, time for the paste. So this paste is this gear. Now, if you have this gear, I think it's stronger than this gear. This is my backup, just in case I need more. But I'm going in with a 1. Okay. 2. 3. Fuck it, I'm just going to put it all in. Now that might make the curry rather hot. Whiz it all up. Get all the, separate the curry paste. Whiz it all in with the onions, and then, oh, I can, it's getting in my lungs. That is. Oh, Christ. Right, then we're going to add the chicken. Couple of minutes, then add the chicken. Right, come on, you chaps. So chicken. These are chicken thighs, boneless, skinless, and there's about. This is for 8 people, and I do advise going for more than you're cooking for, because the next day the curry is fantastic, or a couple of days later. So we've got about 12. In you go. 12 thighs all chopped up into sort of that sort of size. Anyway, mix that around the paste, and we're going to cook that for a few minutes. Right, now we're bloody cooking. So what we've got this evening, we've got the red I'm drinking this evening is a Stefano di Blasi. It's an Italiana. So this was actually given to me by a customer. Now, normally we give customers wine, but this particular customer came back and said, we're so delighted with the car, here's a bottle of wine. So thank you. Who was that? That was Graham and Debbie. Thank you very much, Graham and Debbie, if you're watching this. That was from the Discovery Sport that we replaced the DPF on, if you remember, back in episode 3 or something like that. Anyway, Discovery's still going fine. I'll have you know. No problems with that little puppy. Right, so wine's on the go, and let's get this chicken just cooked off. So this is just marinating in the paste and cooking, and you know, just taking all the flavours from the pastes and smothering them in the chicken, and that's that's a lovely thing for this dish. And actually, I might turn this little chap up, but I have a feeling that I might have slightly overdone it on the curry paste. Now, I think Michelle and my ring piece will be on fire in the morning, which may make a slightly eventful morning in the office, but we'll see. But when we add the coconut milk, we'll test it all, and then actually, if we've gone too far, there's not much we can do to sort of tone it down a bit, other than to add more liquid. But we don't want it too liquidy. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But our ring pieces may be saved. We'll see. Or they may be utterly destroyed. Anyway, it's Valentine's night, so a ring piece is going to get destroyed, whichever way you look at it. So, right, onward with the coconut milk. Right, I think that's pretty. You don't want to completely cook that chicken because yeah, it's got to do some cooking in the coconut milk. So coconut milk standing by on the wings here, and we're going to add that one, and it all calms down, it all starts bubbling, and 2, and trays. Right, it's been 10-15 minutes or so. A bit of a fug up here, but time for tasting now because the coconut cream has had time to sort of mingle with all the pastes and everything, so we'll get a pretty good idea how hot it is. So fucking bastard. Fuck me. That's fucking good. Let's try again. That's better. Right. You saw the amount of paste I put in that. Just go fucking easy. Just go easy. If you like it hot, do that. This stuff, which you get off the supermarket shelf, I think is tamer. So just go easy. Oh, let it bubble a bit, and but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. It's a Valentine's Thai curry. So what do you expect? Right. I'm going to put the potatoes in now. So those potatoes will just suck up the juice. So that juice will reduce. The juice will reduce. And yeah, it'll just... then we'll taste again. But after tasting that, I'm going to put some... about a couple of tablespoons of that in, because I think it needs it. And 3 teaspoons of that. And 2 tablespoons of that. Careful with this stuff. It's bloody salty. Anyway, that's good. I'm going to do that. 2 of this, tablespoons, and about 3 teaspoons, maybe 4. I'll end up putting the whole bloody lot in, but 4 teaspoons. Right, while that's simmering away, I should probably get the old leg opener on the table. With a couple of glasses. Lovely. Right, so Michelle inbound in about 15 minutes, and this is coming on a storm. So look at that curry, fantastic. We're going to get the pak choy here, which oh hang on, I just want to get everything ready, so we'll just whack it in at the last minute. As I said, the pak choy just needs about 5 minutes right at the end, so I'm just going to trim the ends of those little chaps. Put those there. We're then gonna, so that's gonna give it some crunch. I'm gonna put some of this in right at the end. It's a basil, and then we're gonna garnish with a bit of coriander. And if you really want to fire things up, I'll put that on the table actually, because that's just for bits and bobs, you know. Bit of salt and pepper and all that sort of stuff as well. Right, we're going for taste test number 2. Now, this has now been about 15 minutes since the potatoes went in. So let's give it another test. Oh, that fish sauce and that that sugar has done a world of good. And it's not... I was going to say it's not as hot, but tends to get just to the back of the throat slightly. Another thing on Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, right at the back of the throat, which is gorgeous, lovely, lovely, absolutely lovely. So it has tamed down slightly, but yeah, we'll just keep it bubbling away a second, and hopefully the potatoes will absorb some of that juice. It won't be so hot. Right, we'll see. Alexa, play me some smooth Valentine's jazz.
The playlist, Romantic Jazz, on Amazon Music.
What about that, eh, chaps? Cracking. Cracker. I mean, she's going to walk through that door, and she's not going to know. She's not going to know what hit her. Walk through the door. She'll see the flowers. She'll see the card. Thai curry. The smell of everything. Me. I think her knees are going to go all a bit wobbly, to be honest. We'll just see. Anyway. Right, did you or did you not know that a cup of rice actually does 2 people? It doesn't look like much, it's just a cup. And actually, I've got a pathetic little pan there for the rice because actually my proper pans are down at the office because sometimes we cook there and we have lunches and all that sort of stuff. And that's the way we roll at the office, really. Right, third taste test, because now the potatoes are all ready, and yeah, now we can get the an idea of really how she stands. Because yeah. Oh fuck me, she's delicious. But not too strong. Not too, not. No, it doesn't hit the back of your throat now. Oh, there it does now. Oh. Yeah, it does now. Yeah, it does there. Oh gosh, I'm not looking forward to this one. I'm hoping now the rice will tame it down a little bit more. The rice. Just beware of how much paste you put in this. It is strong. That brand is strong. Morrison's brand is less strong. But that's a cracking paste, and it tastes delicious. Yeah, I might need to put some more coconut milk when I take it up to my mother's because she's a bit sensitive on the old spice. But that is a cracking Thai curry. Right. Michelle has just arrived, ladies, which means I've got to get the Prosecco out, chilled Prosecco, which is the deal breaker, out and ready. So here she comes. Here we go. Look at this. There's one. Michelle, what are you doing next door? Okay, right. Here's the mixed herbs. I think you're. And I tell you what, I'm going to just tell Michelle it's not very strong. I can give that to her. Right. So here we go. Look at that red Thai curry with the rice. What a belter! Michelle, what do you think?
Hang on.
Isn't it nice?
Gosh.
Not a cracker?
Wow.
Shouldn't be very hot.
Really?
It's actually not. This is not classed as a hot Thai curry, so it may just be you not being able to withstand a hot curry. I find it absolutely fine. I have no problem with it whatsoever.
It's amazingly delicious.
Perfect. And what do you think of your flowers?
Just like you.
What? Well, hey, easy chaps, easy chaps. Like, it is Valentine's evening after all, and and I did we may have a tricky night this evening, but anyway, listen, chaps. I hope you. Yeah. We'll catch it. We'll see you in the morning, and I'll let you know how it all goes. Well, I won't go into details, but anyway, laters. Right, morning all. Happy Valentine's Day. Right, shit has hit the fan, and shit has gone everywhere. Had a phone call from Michelle this morning. She came into work early, and the customer that bought the green Discovery was driving it down the road. A massive whooshing sound, and then a massive bang. This car, I mean, and yes, it's back here. Massive whooshing noise, massive bang, and then it was driving absolutely fine, and then some lights came on. Anyway, looking underneath, I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you can see from there, but the knock sensors have all been blown out, and that was obviously the bang, and there's a whoosh there, so there's been some back pressure build up or something, and that sounds bloody expensive. But I'm just wrapping my brains, to be honest. I mean, someone here will be able to tell me probably. Well, I think we've got guys having a look at it fairly quickly. But when we had the car here, no warning lights. Everything was performing fine. The DPF was actually performing great. There was no clogging. There was no, everything seemed fine because we check all those on these. And it's gone boom. And wires are hanging down, and knock sensors are out, and so anyway, she got AA relayed here. We had a car waiting, so she jumped into and she drove off. It was absolutely fine. She didn't feel a thing. We had her covered, and we now need to get her car sorted out. So our two wonderful little chaps are sorting. Like that Polo out, they got that back, clutch, gearbox, everything through the MOT. They're now taking the Golf, they're doing all that. So we've got these guys that actually now come to us. They take the cars away, they fix them like within overnight, and then they bring them back the following morning. It's brilliant. Anyway, so I said to them, right, I've got you a Discovery Sport, sort it out. They went, be with you in a minute. So they're now going to take it off, and if they need it to be seen by specialists, they know all the specialist chaps that will do it, with our approval, of course. So if it needs a new DPF, and it needs whatever it needs, we'll sort it out. And do you know what? I'm not too fussed about it. I'm not pissed off. Yeah, I'm annoyed, but I think out of these 3 or 4 Discoveries that we've bought recently, I think we said, well, one of them is going to need a DPF or something like that. And we have that. That's why we have a good margin in these cars. You have to have a good margin. So, not worth worrying about. Get it fixed, get it back to the customer, and then crack on, move on. That's the best thing. And yes, it's a pain in the arse, but hey-ho. So, so shit's hit the fan, and shit's gone everywhere, and we just need to now tidy all that shit up. But we'll do it with a smile and a giggle, I think, if that's possible. So, right, I've got to go up to me mother's, up to Peterborough. I'm going to take all you chaps up to Peterborough now, and finished off this week up there. I should have left at 12, it's now 1, so yeah, I'll leave Michelle to clear up the rest of the shit. So you better get going. Ladies, chaps. Well, afternoon, chaps. Sorry, my microphone's gone all dead as a dodo, so I can't really use that right now. But I'm in Peterborough, and I'm at the Black Horse in Eltham. So I thought I'll do my little conclusion from here. whilst having a spot of level head. But what a week again it's been. I mean, I fix shit. I really have fixed shit. And we've sold cars, which is brilliant. What have we sold? We've sold the Peugeot. We've also sold the not the Carrot, the Kodiak. Sold the Kodiak and also sold the Golf. So that's 3 in the bag for this week. So that ain't bad. So that's I can't remember how many we've done this month now, but no, we're on track for a reasonable month. So if we can do 3 a week, I'll be pretty happy with that. I'll be pretty happy, and that'll keep the overheads covered and keep some money coming in, which will be brilliant. And also, it's good to see cars that have been lying around getting out the door. But no, so pleased to get all the cars cleaned. And there's a few that aren't up for sale. There's the Cougar and there's the Polo. And I've got a bit of a plan for the Polo. Might even raffle that off. I don't know. We'll see. Locally, you know, first time car. Who wants it? £10 a ticket. And you never know. I don't know. Just an idea in the head. But what a drive up yesterday. And met Mum and Rosie. Had a good old session last night. And just been mulling around today. It's been a crap day. And thankfully that's kept me out of my garden duties. So I'm up here having a pint, and I thought I'd say, well, what a wonderful week it's been. I hope you enjoyed the Thai curry. Sorry it went on for a bit longer, but a bit too long, but these cook-offs tend to on the odd occasion. But I tell you what, Michelle loved the Thai curry. She loved her flowers. That was the main thing. So make a girl feel special. Well, chaps, I hope you had a lovely week and you enjoyed this week as well. But I'm thoroughly looking forward to seeing you next week and see what next week brings. I mean, who bloody knows? That's what it's like in the car trade. And let's crack on. Now, if you haven't already had a look on TikTok, you'll see I've opened up a bit of a channel there. Jump over there, have a photo, because I'm going to throw in bits and bobs, little bits that you probably won't see on the weeklies that will go in there, snippets of the week. I might even chuck the cook-offs in there and separate videos, but go in there, subscribe, follow, whatever it is, and that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to doing some TikToking. Who knows how it will go, but we'll see. What else? As I said earlier on, if anyone wants to, you know, come and pick our brains and come down for half a day or something like that, just let me bloody know. And, you know, Michelle and I will make some time, and we would love to see you. Come and have a pastry and a coffee and just see, you know, if you think that the car trade is right for you, because I knew absolutely nothing about the car trade before. I'm not saying I know anything about it now, but we've gone through thick and thin so far in our 8-9 month journey. So do give us a shout. As I say, we don't know everything, but we've experienced most things, and we're all still learning, and you all will learn for many, many years to come. So will we. Anyway, love to you all. We'll catch you next week. Laters. Bye.